Hello everyone, welcome back to Persona 4 Dancing All Night. We left ourselves off an unfortunate start. But next, it's up for someone to be up to bat.
Atticusmj, you little...
Bitch.
Now then, I have a promise with Miss Atticusmj to keep. I'll return you all to your world.
Damn it! What do we do, partner?
Our answer is obvious.
That's cheating, Bill.
We'll never accept our freedom at the sacrifice of others.
Is that so? That's too bad. This was your chance to go back, too. Well then, do as you wish.
The hell? It's taking this better than I thought.
But don't forget, this place is meant to connect with everyone. Come now, I'll let you all join us.
Yeah, like, they're gonna go join. Come on.
Yeah, stupid kanji! It's not being reasonable at all!
What? How was that my fault?
This would have happened either way. Still, we absolutely won't run from this.
I must agree wholeheartedly. She didn't understand at all what we meant to convey, and we certainly won't yield to her twisted logic.
All right. Hey, guys. Leave this place to me. Don't worry about me. I got this. You guys need to move on. Yeah.
Oop. Go off on the yeah.
What are you talking about? Even if we weren't worried about you, we can't go anywhere until we take these guys out.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Don't worry about such trifles, little boy.
Little boy?
Rise-chan, bring up my song before anyone can stop me. Huh? Oh, okay. We can't let this little thing beat us after all. I mean, I know Ms. Ochimizu might not want our help at all, but we can't give up just because of that. We've got to chase after Ms. Ochimizu and make her understand.
Chie.
Here goes, Shadows. I'm gonna rock your faces with my kung fu dance! Play the music!
Let's go get it.
Here we go. Now, this is an odd remix of this song, but it really, I think it works for Chie.
It's a wrong road. Echo when the getting rewards. Body stronger, stronger. The farther on you go, thought I knew you. You can never say I know me. The sorry shadow I could turn now to be. I can't sing about it. I just wrong road, but friends keep you on the good path. Take a wrong turn, and they'll be on your back, calling you out. As ice caught a gas on the road, we keep each other strong, going toe to toe. Just like me,
The luck of Chie? Why do you say that? But yeah, it's a bit of an odd remix of the Friends song, but I think it works for Chie. I think it works out.
Brilliant!
Men should be brave. Women too. Is that right? I feel full of your energy, Chie. I'm gonna do my best too. I felt that. I realized some secret technique. You're feeling yourself improve. Good for you. I'd say I definitely got through to him.
That was amazing! Being athletic is important after all. You might make a good dancer, Chie-senpai.
Hey, you see that? We'll never do what you want us to.
Hell yeah! We're gonna say that Ochimizu chick too, you hear?
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of times Chie has a full leaf clover in different outfits.
Very well. I'll let you have this one. But I wonder if things will go quite the way you want.
Everything will go the way I want.
I think it's gone again. But Ms. Ochimizu must be pretty far away by now.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that Ochimizu chick? Can't believe she pulled a double cross like that.
And after we worked so hard to get this far, not gonna lie, I'm shocked that nothing we've done has gotten through to her.
Let's keep trying.
We'll keep trying, no matter how many times it takes. All of us butted heads plenty of times before we came to understand each other. Don't you think we owe the same to Ms. Ochimizu too?
Some bunch we are. That's the thing we were trying to express. We managed to forget it ourselves.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we're dealing with shadows or Ms. Ochimizu. What we need to do doesn't change.
I'm gonna do my best too. We're gonna get Ochi to understand no matter what.
Anyway, we should compare notes. Looks like we've learned some new things.
Uh-oh, plot dump time.
Right, you said that those shadows are the victims, right, Nato-kun?
At least we think they are.
Right. But first we should tell you what we found out. After that, we can hear what you've learned.
Very well. The floor is yours, Senpai.
What's wrong, Rise?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that you really are still our leader, Senpai.
Stop lying to yourself. You were planning your entire life right there.
Come on, let's get on with the powwow.
Yep. The victims, everyone's doomed. We need to put an end to all this. Yeah, no. The fool walks. Yeah, we're kind of aware of that. I mean, they aren't, but I mean, you know, we got that all sorted out long ago.
I get it. When people watch the video on the site, their shadows get pulled into this world.
It's still just speculation, but considering the evidence at hand, I see no reason to doubt it.
Well, it was you for Splatoon, man. We could have used some of this trolling.
I'm mostly surprised that voice isn't a ghost.
We don't really know much about it.
You know, this is kind of a shock for me. I knew about Yuko Osada too, but I never would have imagined those notes were hers. Does this mean the culprit is someone involved with the agency, knew about the Kanami and Kitchen Girls, and knows a lot about Yuko-san? Is there anyone who fits that description at our agency?
Rise, what about Mizo Chimizu? Any possibility that she might have known Yuko-san?
Miss Ochimizu? Oh! There is something I heard from Inoue-san once.
Dang noisy water bottle. Stop snapping.
Before Miss Ochimizu went freelance, she used to be with Takara Productions.
Oh, really?
So it would make sense for Miss Ochimizu to know about Yuko-san.
I'm not even going to actually comment on that, Bill. Not even going to give it my attention.
What are we saying here? I mean, it was just a few minutes ago that she...
She was trying to sacrifice herself to get us home.
That's it then. Our first job is to catch up to Mizo Chimizu and rescue her. Even if she's not the culprit, if she knew Yuko-san, she should be able to tell us something.
See, they all thought she was the culprit. Yeah, that's one of the many red herrings this game has. We keep slashing through one and 3 more appeal.
Look! Isn't that...
Mizo Chimizu!
You kids, what are you doing here?
Sorry, but we all decided that we weren't gonna leave here by ourselves.
Casualties would be minimal, but we don't intend to save ourselves by using others as stepping stones.
Besides, there's something we need to ask you. It's about Yuko Osada. What foolish children. You and Yuko alike.
So you do know something. The hell are you hiding?
I know you're there. Our deal was clear. Return them to the real world at once.
Oh, sorry, but I can't do that. Didn't I tell you before? The only ones who can enter this world are those who wish to do so.
Only those who wish to.
Ugh. It's pointless to follow me. Head back now while you still can.
You know, just keep walking towards her, even though she didn't keep her promise. I mean, to be fair, we didn't accept it, but...
Ah! Archie!
Mizochimizu!
And cue the door. Wait on the dot. So, who's up to bat? To sing a song, dance, all that? As following her around as bodyguards.
Oh, sheesh! These guys again? Oh, are they gonna keep getting in our way?
You still don't get it. No matter how much you struggle, it's all useless. There's no need for these struggles now. All you have to do is accept my bond, or leave this place.
Yeah, just get the fuck out.
Doesn't that sound nice? Whichever one you choose, you won't have to suffer anymore.
Don't be ridiculous! There's no way we choose either of those!
I choose option C.
That's right! We won't leave anyone behind.
Or maybe option D, where I save everyone and get to go out with all the girls. Oh yeah.
Oh, poor children. Very well then, I'll make the choice for you. Come now, won't you connect with us?
Lady, you should, lady, ma'am, mister, you sound like a lady, so I'm just gonna go with that. I am pretty sure you already know how this is gonna go. You do that, we respond, someone comes, and we kick your ass with dance. Show them your moves. Show me your moves. Show me the moves.
So you're determined not to let us through, huh? Fine. We're determined not to back down, so there!
But these shadows are the hearts of the LMB audience, aren't they? Thinking about it that way makes this harder to do.
No. That's exactly why we need to express ourselves to them. If these shadows are trapped by the bond that voice talked about, then they need to see for themselves that this bond isn't right.
Sensei's right! This is perfect as practice for that Love Meets Bonds festival. Leave this to Teddy, Prince of the Dance. It's time for some sad Teddy night fever.
Well said, Teddy. This is your time to shine.
All right, Teddy, go get him!
Such passionate cheers from the ladies. I'm feeling the heat now. And that being said, bring on the cup step.
What could we possibly have Teddy dance to?
Showtime.
On the midnight stage. Mishandled my controller for a second. Well, technically him and Teddy lived in the same house somehow. You know, actually the games never really explain how did Yosuke convince his family to let Teddy live with them?
Brilliant! I got to show off all my adorable charms.
Not bad at all. That was a great dance, Teddy.
If I didn't let my control slip, we wouldn't have had such a low score. Yeah, that's a pretty significant difference though. That was very good, Teddy.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm really glad you all understood.
You're still putting up a fight. Like pitiful children.
Shut up! You're like a broken record with that. We're not pitiful.
It's you we pity for believing this is anything like a true bond.
Pity? Me? But I'm perfectly happy. Everyone yearns for me after all. That's what happiness is.
Don't think I could agree with
You
that.
just don't know the joys of truly abandoning yourself.
Hey! Get back here, damn it!
Oh no, it's gone again!
We did at least learn one important thing from what the voice said.
We did?
You mean about how people enter this world? That voice said that the only ones who can come here are those who want to.
Indeed. And I've deduced something crucial from that fact.
Like...
I've actually been wondering about this the whole time. When we first came to this world, that voice half forced us out. Yet when we returned to save the girls of Kahneman Kitchen, the voice never attempted to drive us away. This is despite how inconvenient it would be for that voice's plans if we had rescued all 4 of the girls.
You know, it's true. If our being here could have messed up its plans, then you'd think all it would have had to do is force us out again.
Yes, from that perspective, I'd hesitate to believe that what the voice said was untrue. Actually, there's one mystery left regarding this point.
There is?
You mean the conditions for falling into the Midnight Stage, right?
Precisely. That's what the victims who found themselves here had in common. We just couldn't pinpoint it until now.
But isn't that just how the people who watched that video on the site got here?
Yes, that's the first condition. But some victims fell into a coma, and some didn't, even when they were watching the video side by side. Until now, I couldn't determine what separated the two.
Ah.
Huh. I see your point. That is pretty weird. I mean, leaving aside Rise and the Kahneman Kitchen girls who got brought here to perform. It doesn't make sense that some fell in while others didn't, if they watched the video under the same conditions.
Indeed, but everything makes sense now. The victims were all people who wished to enter this world.
Whoa! Are you serious? What are you saying now, Dokun? There's no way anyone would want that for themselves.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it has more to do with more of a psychological loneliness, wanting a bond and that. I think that's more the thing, not necessarily, I want to go to an alternate universe of mindfuckery.
You're talking about the bond that voice spoke of.
Yes. I doubt that the desire needed to enter this world is to fall into the midnight stage. Rather, it's the people who harbor a desire for bonds without pain the voice spoke of, somewhere in their hearts.
So the ones who wanted this fake-ass bond fall into this place.
Ah, that's why when we convey to the shadows about this not being a real bond, those ribbony things come whooshing off, and they sparkle away back to where they belong.
I think I can understand how they feel. We were all like that once. If I hadn't met all of you, I wouldn't have been able to show anyone my true self. It's normal to want to be accepted, while still being afraid of getting hurt.
Yeah. It's like my inner self is so uncool that I wouldn't want anyone else to see it.
Well, your outer self isn't cool either, though.
Hold! What best goal explain? Are you best goal at... last time I checked, I'm not a goal. I'm an attack helicopter.
Was that seriously necessary? Can't you see what I'm getting at?
It was totally necessary, Yosuke. She is the female Bill of the game.
All right, we should get going. We can't waste too much time. We have to express our feelings to Ms. Ochimizu and bring her back with us no matter what.
She knew about Yuko-san just like we thought. If she can tell us more, then we might be able to figure out who that voice really is.
Well, looks like it's the end of this stage. Bunch of puppets and komodos. Looks like this is going to be more of a classical show. Ooh, I like cherry blossoms.
But what is this place? It's like a feudal lord's house from some samurai movie.
I really hope one day I get to see cherry blossoms in person before.
Should I be taking off my shoes?
I seriously don't think that's where we are. And Teddy, you don't even wear shoes.
Fair point.
Sumomo-san's dollhouse, Tamami-san's circus, Nozomi-san's castle, and Tomoe-san's cityscape. Piecing together what we've discovered, it seems clear that the landscape here reflects the person everyone wishes them to be. Which means...
Look! Over there! It's Ms. Ochimizu!
Tell me one thing. Are you Yuko Asada?
Well, who knows? I'm sure you can guess the answer to that, Miss Ochimizu.
I see.
Ms. Ochimizu!
Damn it, lady!
I killed someone, you know.
That was out of the blue?
I was young then. I believed in things like doing your best and living honestly. Just the way you do now.
Is this about Yuko Osada?
That's right. I was her manager. Yuko Asada. I still clearly remember the anxiety on her face when we first met.
Wow. Her manager? You must have known her well then.
Yes, I remember Yuko well. She was uniquely talentless among the innumerable crowd of idols.
How could you say that?
It's the truth. She was immature as a performer. No better than an amateur. Just like you.
How dare you!
Even so, she and I worked hard. I remember how she'd always say, I want to convey to everyone how important it is to hang in there. I did everything I could to sell Yuko's name and grant her wish. I thought that if her fans took even slight encouragement from her songs, it would be worth it in the end.
Miss Ochimizu.
She was a hit. We both cried with joy over her success. So many fans showed up at her meet and greets that Yuko was exhausted by the end, and her concerts always sold out. Very quickly, Yuko rose to become a top idol. But around the time that song, Atticusmj, was going to be released, both of us came to a realization. Without noticing it, we had arrived at a destination very different and very far from what Yuko had wanted.
I see now. Those notes that we found in the dressing room. They were cries for help written by Yuko-san. Yuko-san came to that realization when she wrote the lyrics about Morning Glories, about Atticusmj.
Your grandma has cherry blossom trees? Can they even grow in America?
She realized that what she most wanted to convey to her audience wasn't possible in her current position. That's why Yuko-san...
That's why she was yearning for a bond. And because the song she wrote was about bonds, she changed its lyrics herself.
Yuko realized that she had no bonds with anyone. The song that she wrote was no longer about the Yuko Asada that her fans imagined her as. She finally reached a point where she could convey her true feelings, but she lost the words to express them to her fans.
That's awful.
But I realized something then too. Yuko's wish was never attainable from the beginning. The most die-hard fans immediately turned on me. They labeled me a murderer for crushing Yuko's dream.
That's horrible.
No, it's fine. I am a murderer after all. I killed Yuko, so the label fits.
What the hell? Isn't she acting kind of weird?
Miss Atticusmj is happy. How wonderful. Now the self that others wish her to be, and the self that she wishes for are in sync.
What?
Her bond with everyone is amazing. Here, I'll let you hear it too.
Miss Atticusmj is scary as shit. She's like some kind of hard-ass veteran. You'd think she was born to be hated.
Her whole way of talking just rubs you the wrong way. That she's good at her job and great looking too just makes it worse. I heard she's making stacks of cash preying on her idols. Then again, those are rumors that help Kanamine's group sell so much.
Maybe that's just how you roll when you've got actual skills. It's fun to watch. From a distance, anyway.
Huh, I didn't know there were cherry blossom trees around the Washington Monument.
Those bastards! They don't know shit about anything, so they say whatever they want.
That's interesting to know.
Well, have fun.
Damn it! Miss Atticusmj!
Miss Atticusmj!
Shut up. Shut up! Shut up! Convey how you feel. That's impossible. No one wants that anyway. If we had just accepted that at the start, things wouldn't have turned out the way they did for Yuko.
Whoa! The hell is that?
The singer's dreams and wishes don't matter at all. To hell with them. Everything will go fine as long as you tweak them to meet the audience's needs.
Miss Atticusmj.
It's fine. It's fine. From the fools who won't even listen, to the ones with nothing to say,
I'll control every last one of them. Now I understand why those shadows didn't dare lay a finger on me in this world.
Look at me. This is my true self. The me that the fans fear. More than that, this is the me that the fans' shadows fear.
What tremendous power. This is beyond anything else we've faced here.
Yeah, they're pointy like Tifa's in Final Fantasy VII. All those jabby gold corners.
Damn it! Are they this strong because she's totally accepted the way they see her?
That's right. This is the me the fans want. And it's the me I want to be too. Your words won't reach me. I have no time for whatever you naive brats have to say. Get real, you goddamn brats. Throw away your identity and everything will be that much easier to deal with.
Oh, this is tough. It's giving me a bigger headache than anything else.
Yep, she's immortal. She's behind it all.
This is no joke.
Yeah, I think she just let everything build up too much.
This isn't right. Miss Ochimizu has lost sight of the truth. Everyone, stand your ground. We can't lose here for her sake.
So who's gonna be up to bat?
We get you, Senpai. It's up to us now. We're gonna get it through to her that what she wanted wasn't wrong. That Yuko chick's wish ain't impossible.
Right. Rise, get ready. I know this won't be easy, but I'll keep trying to express our feelings until she understands.
We know you can do it, Senpai. Show that Miss Ochimizu what you're made of.
Here goes. Bring on the music.
It's time for the leader to be up. And now this is one of the few songs that isn't in Persona 4.
Let's get it
Which I wish there was a little bit more of, but sadly there isn't. The opening song for Persona Q, Maze of Life. And this was the fourth song that's actually tricky. 'Cause it's a bit fast.
And it's great how we make each other on this wild and crazy carousel of life. And it could how it changed the path of our lives, set us off a new adventure. This kind Nothing from right. Let it go, enjoy the ride. This carousel takes a round and round. This crazy maze of life. You can't tell up from down. Having so much fun. We forget to ask where this magic's taking us. But hey, here we come. This carousel spins you round and round. You really don't know why, but it makes you wanna shout. We've only just begun. Let's enjoy this wide maze of life.
Izanagi!
Take that!
Brilliant!
How about that?
You're incredible no matter what you do. That's my senpai.
All right, that felt great.
Wow, you're getting even better.
Sweet, no misses and beat the previous high school.
Yes! Did we get through to her?
No, no! I won't accept this! I'll never accept it!
How stubborn are you? Just accept it already!
Shut up! Why didn't it work for Yuko? If you can convey your feelings to others, then why couldn't she? It's impossible to make anyone understand. That's nothing but a goddamn fairy tale! Me, the audience, the songs, the dances, they're all flimsy lies. None of them can mean anything!
That's not true. Then why did you go to the trouble of having Konami-san's group learn the song Yuko-san wrote? Isn't it because you wanted everyone to hear her song? Because you wanted them to understand the feelings Yuko-san never got to express? Even if it's just a little bit?
I wanted them to understand?
Miss Ochimizu!
Miss Ochimizu!
How shameful of me. You just had to stomp right into my heart and show off. I had you pegged as barely capable of participating in a school performance. And yet, here you are, cutting through to my heart.
Oh, then you understand what we were trying to say.
Oh, you were just crying. Come on, why'd you have to freak us out like that?
Kanji, you don't talk like that to adults.
She's right, Kanji. You really gotta think before you open your big mouth.
Glad you're all right, Miss Ochimizu. Come on, you guys, relax. She's okay now, and that's all that matters.
Cold sweat.
How many years did I waste? Groveling alone and taking out my pain on all those around me. I thought if people were going to hate me, I'd give them what they wanted. I was the worst, most despicable person I could be. I even went around claiming responsibility for the lyrics Yuko changed.
Miss Ochimizu.
I was wrong. I need to apologize to you, and to Yuko.
There's a lot we have to apologize for as well.
No, you don't. You all expressed exactly how you felt. You proved to me that it's possible to convey your feelings to someone else. That alone is enough to release Yuko from her suffering. And me from mine.
Well, then I guess the case is all solved.
Mizuchimizu!
Oh, gee.
Or is it?
That's no good, Miss Ochimizu. Don't tell me you've been poisoned by these children, too. You, who denied your true self for years and became the cold woman everyone wanted you to be.
Poisoned? Yes, I suppose they have poisoned me.
What about your deal? If you discard every bit of the you that everyone wished you to be, you'll face the same suffering again.
Enough! I revoke my deal with you. I'll make no more compromises.
Huh, you know, I didn't really pay attention to them all down there in the corner. Let's take a screenshot.
The Kanamine Kitchen girls, these shadows you speak of, and even you. I will save every last one of you from this place.
How you gonna save it? You don't even know what it is.
Isn't it us who will do the actual saving part?
That's a fair point.
Never mind that. Be quiet or she'll hear.
Oh, what a disappointment. Do whatever you want, then.
Oh, what else can we do? It's the end of the world.
Again.
Is there a back door to this place?
No, we won't let it escape this time. I've already made up my mind about that. For it to use Yuko's song for such vile ends. The more I think about it, the angrier I become.
Yuko's song? What is she talking about?
Wait. Are you saying you hadn't noticed? I'm appalled. And you call yourselves professionals. You couldn't even figure that out despite hearing it so often.
We never heard it to begin with.
No one said we were pros.
Oh, one more door. This one looks like it goes to a meat locker. For a cold-hearted manager. No, yeah, it has a window on it.
Whoa, another door! Wow, these things can show up anywhere. Maybe I should start calling them anyway.
Nope.
It's not like the other doors we've seen. This one leads to an edit bay.
I don't get it. They can show up anywhere, so maybe I should call them anywhere. Any bell? Any wibel? I'm not sure what Teddy... I'm not sure what he was getting off, though.
An edit bay?
It's something like a booth used for recording and sound editing. This one looks like the door to the room at Takara Productions.
Hold on, let me check inside first. Okay, it seems safe. I'm not sensing any shadows in there.
Then let's take a look inside. Follow me, everyone.
Let's get to the bottom of this, gang. And there we go. We cliffhanged. Yoink. Yoink. So 7 continues on now, but we have to go to 6. But who is truly behind all this? Is it really a dead person? Can the ghosts really be real in the Persona universe? Well, I mean, Persona 2, they did kind of like resurrect Hitler, so maybe. But if you're watching on YouTube after post recordings, well, the show's over for today.